Are you listening?
Happy Monday and welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and for today's show, let's talk about Google Stadia. More specifically, Stadia's impact on the video game industry. Because for a service that has been deemed dead on arrival, or is constantly used by Twitter trolls as having only 2 players, in the short year and a half that Google Stadia has been around, they have had a massive impact on the video game industry. And sure, we could literally spend this entire video talking about how Google's investment into cloud gaming has forced companies like Amazon or Microsoft to invest more heavily into the cloud gaming space. However, whether they want to admit it or not, Stadia has had a direct impact on PlayStation, and in many ways, Stadia has made PlayStation a better platform. For example, this week, patents filed by Sony were discovered that would allow developers to design games that would have trigger points in which select interactive elements would come into play that would allow the audience watching a streamer to play and impact the streamer's experience. Much like the feature that Stadia currently offers called Crowd Choice, that allows audience members to impact the streamer's gameplay in games like Dead by Daylight, Outcasters, Baldur's Gate 3, or even Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And sure, you could make the argument that developers announcing features with stream integrations is nothing new, just look at Jackbox. But there are other features that Stadia originally announced that, well, PlayStation has since embraced. Take Google's Stream Connect feature. While playing games like The Division 2 with friends, Stream Connect allows players to see each other's screen and gameplay, which is extremely similar to PlayStation's new Screen Share feature, which allows users to do the exact same thing. And keep in mind, PlayStation announced this back in October of 2020, while Stadia revealed Stream Connect back in 2019. And then you get into things like PlayStation's new patent for a brand new Wi-Fi controller. And granted, we haven't seen PlayStation release any information about this controller yet. However, Sony has filed patents for a brand new Wi-Fi enabled controller, much like the Stadia Wi-Fi controller, which communicates directly to cloud servers and then transmits images back to the end user's screens. And I guess as a fan of PlayStation and Stadia, one of the most comedic parts of all of this is you have people out there who like to dunk on the idea of Stadia, or they post videos asking, "What is the point of Google Stadia?" Meanwhile, one of the largest video game companies in the world is emulating Stadia's ideas. And granted, this is the argument that people always make. You know, competition is so important. It drives innovation among companies and causes people to address flaws in their very own offering. For example, take fellow YouTuber Clive. Extremely talented, very funny, and puts out some of the best Google Stadia content in the world. His content forces me to look at my own flaws and step up my game, and it creates an ever-going cycle where we all get better. Plus, historically speaking, PlayStation has done this before. They've seen the ideas that other companies have, and then they bring those ideas to PlayStation. In fact, probably one of the most memorable ideas was when Nintendo announced the Wii. They were selling like hotcakes and nobody could find any. So to answer this demand, Sony quickly came out with the PlayStation Move, which brought motion controllers to the PlayStation platform, and that product eventually evolved into the VR experience that we have today. And I guess wrapping this all up, for me, that's going to be the most interesting thing to pay attention to. PlayStation took the Move controllers and eventually evolved that idea into PlayStation VR. Where will PlayStation take ideas like Screen Share, Crowd Choice, or even the Wi-Fi smart controllers? But I guess, what do you all think about this story? What do you think that Stadia's biggest impact on the gaming industry has been? I'm really interested to hear where you all land with this, so please let me know what you're thinking down in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.